Oops, I belched. Good morning, everybody. It's bikini weather here, 44 degrees Fahrenheit here in the parking lot this morning. Dr. Freedom here with you. Don't forget to hug, squeeze, and cuddle the like button as much as possible. Because, frankly, I'm in kind of a weird mood this morning because well, there's no Doctor Who news, I can tell you that much. Nobody's spotted anything. There's still talks about possible filming going on in a few days out on the Isle of Wight, but nobody has anything, definite as yet. Supposedly a location up. So that's why sometimes I just can't put Doctor Who news on here because, frankly, there really is none. And then I do stupid things like tell the truth. I think it was Mark. Why don't they bring up the Titanic? And I said, you can't. You see, the problem is the Titanic's been underwater since April of 1912. And we're in 2024. Which means the ship's been down there over a century and 12 years. Well, coming up on a century and 12 years. It's April. And there's probably not enough structurally intact left that it would even make it to the surface. Now, if you want to read about how this is done, now Titanic is like 2 miles down in the ocean. And if you want to read how difficult this would even conceivably be, look up Project Azorian, which happened in 1974. Which still reads like something Tom Clancy would even look at and go, what the? Shut the front door at. It's like, it does. It reads like a sci-fi novel. We tried to take a sunken Soviet submarine off the bed of the Pacific from 3 miles down and, well, partially succeeded. Now just think, up in 74. And even that was just the front section from the say of just behind the front sail, aka within 10,000 feet of the surface. It's just there's not enough structurally intact to that wreck. You'd end up, basically, it would be a pile of metal before you even got a foot, 100 feet off the ocean floor with the Titanic. Well, nothing I can do about it. I'm not getting any notifiers, so I don't know what's going on. Now, one of the reasons I avoid the news, the regular news in general, is because we're running right down the blind alley that even Orwell said, oh my God, was I right? Ugh. You got the federal government trying to send guys down to enforce border things on states that have said, no, we're not doing this shit anymore. Sadly, yeah, Cyberwoman. The problem is I keep telling people Chibnall didn't build prop for that. He wasn't the guy who said, I want the suit to look like this. But sadly, no. And like I said, even RTD has his misses. Not every author gets it right every, 100% of the time. All right. Someone just asked a very quick question. Do you get hairs growing out of your nose as you get older? All right. Listen to this. And I'm going to let you in on a secret that I now know as you approach just over half a century old. you're going to probably grow hair everywhere but where you freaking want it. You're going to grow hair out of your ears. You're going to grow hair out of your nose. I want hair on the top of my freaking head, but it doesn't grow there. You're going to hear, I'm not kidding. You're going to grow, you literally have to purchase a trimmer to go up in your nose. And be very careful. Do not use that trimmer for anything else. Because there have been cases where people decided to take a shortcut and they took a toenail trimmer to clean out their nose. Guess what happened? The athlete's foot fungus goes in your nose. I saw this on House. It's true. Now, yeah, you're going to grow hair everywhere but where you want it. I'm shocked I ain't growing hair out of my frickin' eyeballs. Then again, you do get those mutant hairs on your eyebrows as you get older. They're so frickin' long, and then they'll grow anywhere but in the eyebrow region. They'll grow here, and then they get just long enough they start, you're sitting there, you're doing whatever, and suddenly it's like, what the hell's that? Like, wait a minute. And then you realize there's a hair that shouldn't be there in your vision. Then you gotta pull it out. Well, as I said at the beginning, Mark, there is no Doctor Who news. And I've been seeing other podcasts and all that trying to glaze this over. No, you do grow hair in your frickin' ears. It starts growing out of your frickin' cartilage. Hell, I got hair growing out of my earlobes. Places I've never grown hair. Except my head. I'm not kidding. What really freaks me out is when, you go to scratch your ear, you get a little itch right here, and suddenly you feel a hair that is coming out of the little thing of your ear, and it is sticking out longer than any hair you have left on your head. But I'm glad you all put me in a better mood, because I'd rather talk about that than the fact that the United States is spiraling down towards an Orwellian nightmare. Doublespeak has become the native language of the country. Oh. Yeah, I actually have this little attachment that goes onto my electric face shaver, which I rarely use. And it goes in your nose. It cleans all the hair, allegedly, out of your nose. Otherwise, every time I sneeze or I blow my nose, if I breathe out through my nose, it looks like I look like a party favor. All right, oh man. You know how they used to tell you don't want to grow hair on your knuckles when you're younger because that indicates that you've been going, you're going to grow hair there too. Great, I've turned into the hair care frickin' guy. So keep that in mind. Important information. If you start going bald up here, you're going to start growing hair everywhere but where you need it. That's very important information. That's wisdom of the ages. But yeah, I'm not kidding. It's literally gotten pretty bad here. You got states enforcing borders. The federal government says, no, you shouldn't do that. And I'm sitting here going, guys, come on, let's all gather in. Anybody, heard about that thing called states' rights? It's guaranteed in the Constitution. Federal government shouldn't be stomping on the states. Because, that's what the whole point of the thing was, wasn't it? And it's just sooner. Heck, just to give you an idea, this is a story that looked up on my YouTube this morning from a few days ago. A Denny's in Oakland, California, has shut its doors after 54 years because of the crime in that city. You've got entire shopping areas, stores, and all pulling out of areas in the United States because the crime has gotten so rampant. And sooner or later, I already know it, we're going to get some other mushroom head in office, or they're going to re-elect the geriatric giant genius we have now. I don't care who gets elected, frankly. It's going to be the same shit over and over again till the day I'm gone, if not beyond. And that's what people don't realize. If I elect this guy, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to be the Messiah. It's like it don't matter who you elect. They're just the guy who stands in front, takes the bullets for everybody else, basically. They're the pincushion. They're the target. They're the voodoo doll. They're... Ugh. Like, one of my favorite sayings was on Babylon 5. It was Londo Malari, Centauri ambassador. He said, "On my world, inauguration is a signal to assassins that a new target is being set up on the firing range." And that's all presidents are. They're the target to be shot at or fired at and blamed when things go wrong. They're basically there to go, I did this, I did that, and if something goes wrong, oh crap, it's his fault. Meanwhile, you got guys sitting in Congress who've been there for over half a frickin' century. Ugh. Quit electing geriatrics. That's my message. I'm not an ageist person at all, but we got the current guy is, I think, going on 85 years old. He's seeking re-election for 4 years. My favorite American president, that's hard to say because it's a bounce between two of the more iconic guys, and that's either Kennedy or Lincoln. And they were both assassinated. I did like Obama. I voted for Obama. I'm not even afraid to say that. I think he was the last actual big name, actual, party represented president I voted for. I remember because I still laugh because 1 year it's like it got to the point that I just, I finally realized it doesn't matter who gets in, you're going to get the same thing over and over again. And, at least Obama had very good elocution. He was intelligent. He could actually make a speech that, he made beautiful speeches. The man had a, great diction. He had big diction. Now, he was an incredible president. But like I said, fantastic speaker. I give him that. And I voted independent since then because, ugh. 1 year I voted for a guy named Gary Johnson. The only reason I remember that is because I thought, wow, this is that close to being Harry Johnson. Because more and more people need to get out of this two-party cycle we've been in for countless years. But as I said, it doesn't really matter who they put in office because you're going to get the same Congress, Senate, House all over and over and over again. Pew pew! For you folks, that is a Bill Clinton reference from Family Guy. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. I have got to get up, get running in. I'm actually a couple of minutes overdue. So seize the day, live the day, enjoy the day. Wherever you're at right now. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Be kind, be calm, be